Yesterday, you saw us install the Park Shop Max True Coilover Kit. Today, we got a shipment from our good friends up in Canada from FDF Fab. We're gonna be talking about the E36 tie rod. This is a single piece right here, if you notice. There is no inner or outer. This is one single tie rod. What's the first thing that happens when you make contact with another wheel while you're drifting out on the track? The inner tie rod likes to bend, and then you gotta yell at your friend to help you get your car back on track, and he probably forgets to count the threads, then you gotta pull the toe plates out, and then you're out there dealing with an alignment, you're spending more time in the pits than you are on track. Versus this, less variables, one piece. These work with your SLR kit, your Zwingfilms kit, whatever steering wheel kit you want on your car, you can still utilize these. And the reason these are so cool is the inner ball joints on the steering rack are very weak, and a lot of abuse and force and weight and pressure on those over time gives them a lot of play, and then your steering wheel starts to get a little jiggly. These are actually made to oscillate with a center Heim joint. Moving on, FDF Fab aluminum, beautiful looking heel plates. Why spend all that time making your interior lighting look so cool if you don't get to see, some cool contrast down there? This also, with the dimple die gussets protruding towards your feet, gives your feet some actual grip. And last but not least, we got the FDF Fab chromoly RLCAs. These are the nice looking rear lower control arms to pair with our Zwingfilms upper control arms. Let's throw these parts on the car. Big thank you to Josiah and Ethan. You guys are definitely gonna wanna check out their website. They have some really innovative products. It's really geared towards drifting, so you're gonna wanna check out their stuff. We are blessed with the presence of my friend Jibsy here. We're going to demonstrate removing the tie rod. Go ahead.
Yeah, so far we're gonna cut off the zip ties off the boot.
Yeah, because who uses ring clamps anymore? Yeah, there you go.
It has to be metal though. Yeah.
Oh wow, you finally got it. Well, anyway. You know what else is so nice about these tie rods? We don't need those ugly, dirty rubber boots anymore. They collect just a bunch of dirt and grime.
You just wanna hold it, don't wanna swim it over. It feels like you go.
Alright, so we're gonna take this and we are going to measure the length here. Oh, you know what? These are just longer. Yeah, these are much longer.
We could just cut off some of the all thread.
Alright, so we decided we're going to go ahead and cut the tie rods. Went ahead and measured 3/4 of an inch on both sides, and we've got our mobile bandsaw. We're going to do some cutting. First step to cutting tie rods, remove whatever's inside them. Second step, grab your mobile bandsaw and commit. Okay. Oh yeah. Nice. Yeah, as long as you have a bandsaw, you can make like a nice clean cut. I don't feel so bad about this because it looks nice still. Alright. Would you look at that? We got her cut down to length. Christian noticed while we were under here.
Trying to improve our steering feel, and we have a very loose rack and pinion. So, simple solution to this simple problem. This changes the preload on the actual rack itself.
What does and where?
17 millimeter nut changes the preload on the shim that holds your rack in place. So you tighten it too much and you're gonna have problems going back to center. But if it's too loose, you're gonna feel tons of play in your steering wheel, which is not desirable when you're trying to be in complete
So we're
control
looking,
of the car.
so we're looking for a good balance.
That's about it. Just tiny little bit of play with your hand, and that's it.
So we've got the outer tie rod on, and before I piece it back to the hub, I'm just removing this piece because I want to replace this old, very old hardware. Steps to make this work with the SLR kit. We took our caster adjustment cone, I don't know what else to call this. It's a proprietary piece made by SLR. And in order to run this bolt is too short to work with the FDF centering cones, or whatever you call those, for the Heim joint. On the old SLR kit, it had these very small ones. The new one that it comes with is a little bigger. These bolts are wider, so you have to drill this out just slightly. We also cut off the bottom because the centering ring on this does not slip in to here. And we had to take a drill to right here and just kind of open this slotted area up just slightly.
All right, so here is our bent UUC rear lower control arm lined up here with our fresh FDF one. That's looking pretty good. You go a little bit further.
Little toe out.
So last night I spent the extra time to drop the rear diff. By the way, we didn't film any of the install of the true rear Park Shop Max coilovers. Look how pretty those things are. Can you see them? The rose gold. The most interesting nuts you'll ever see. As far as I know, they're only found on BMWs. I've never seen these on a different car. All right, that's in. Oh, wow. Oh man, that was nice and easy. Tools. Rear camber arms installed. Rear lower control arms.
All right, so Jibsy found my machete. Whoa, I didn't even have time to focus. Are you gonna finish your beer before I?
It smells like weed or something like that.
That's a big ass Corona. Where'd you get that? At a gas station?